want to tell you something.
Closer.
Yeah, a little bit closer.
Hi.
Hi.
Ow! 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 Ow!
Don't you ever with me and alcohol. Got it?
Oh, you got a problem with that, nerd? I'll throw a fireball in your face, because I'm a wizard.
So they were able to get him to the hospital in time.
Yes, he's in the intensive care ward at Our Lady of the Worthless Nerve.
Oh, we've discussed this. Mornings are for coffee and contemplation.
A! Why can't we be Universe A?
Yeah! We called it first. Besides, this place kind of feels like a bee, you know?
You have my sister. If not, would you like a margarita?
Yeah, and when I see freaks in the street, I never, ever stare at them. And yet I'm careful not to look away, see, because I want to make the freaks feel comfortable.
There's no crying! There's no crying in baseball!
You're listening to Comic Can Coozie, your weekly podcast for all your geeky garbage, kitschy comedy, and nerdy news. I'm Cole.
I'm Taylor. We're just getting into it. Here we go.
We're recording from my house today instead of Taylor's.
Yeah.
So, might sound a little echoey, I think.
Better.
Yeah.
Better.
You think it sounds better from... I don't think... I think they sound better at your house.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you watch the Live at Red Rocks Bill Burr comedy special?
No, was it? It was new, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Super funny.
I was offended, so I didn't watch it. So.
Why were you offended?
Just kidding. I don't know.
Because everyone has to be now.
Yep. No, I have no. I didn't check it out.
I saw a review online before I watched it.
Yeah.
And the review was just super negative. I was like, I'll bet this person just has an agenda. I'm going to watch the show.
Of course.
I watched it, and it was really good. I think the person who wrote the article just doesn't have a sense of humor. Why are you messing with your levels?
Because I just want to make sure. We're talking about echoing, so I shut off that microphone because that might be part of it. So it was cool. Deanna and I, we watched whenever there's a movie that we can't decide on, we always seem to fall on Blast from the Past. I probably watch that once a year.
Blast from the Past with the kid from The Mummy?
Yeah, Brendan Fraser.
Okay.
Christopher Walken, Alicia Silverstone.
I've only seen it once.
Yeah, so we watched that, and it's always entertaining. It's always fun going back and watching movies and kind of seeing stuff that you've missed, you know.
All right.
After the 100th time, you still find stuff. But anyway, I started watching Shaun of the Dead.
All right.
Because it's been a long time since I've seen that. And Deanne's like, I don't want to watch that. So we ended up watching Blast from the Past. But then the next night, I was like, do you want to try watching this? And she said, sure. So we got to watch Shaun.
Has she never seen it?
No, she hadn't.
Oh, okay.
And she
so
thought
she was in for a treat.
Yeah, she thought it was going to be stupid. She's like,
I mean, it kind of is.
It is, but it's also like really dry British humor and a lot of things. And that movie's just so fucking good. Loved it. Love it. I think I don't know if she loved it, but I think she really liked it.
Oh, yeah. It's certainly... what are those three movies called? There's
Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and Paul?
No. The other one is End of the World.
Oh, yeah.
And they're all... It's a trilogy, and it's named after some kind of candy or snack or something.
Okay.
But I can't remember what that trilogy is called, but I've never seen The End of the World.
Nope, neither have I. I liked Hot Fuzz a lot.
Although it is on HBO Max. And so it's in my list for things I want to watch.
Nice, yeah.
But of the two, which one do you prefer that you have seen?
It's been a while since I've seen Hot Fuzz, so I would Shaun of the Dead. I remember I'd seen them pretty close together when I'd seen them when they had first come out, and I thought I liked Shaun of the Dead better
at the time.
But
I would have agreed with you, but the older I get, the more I appreciate Hot Fuzz more.
And I'll definitely give it a watch. That's actually next on my list is to watch.
Yeah, Hot Fuzz is great.
Again.
And I do within the next couple of weeks want to watch that End of the World here. But
we should watch that one together, Cole. That'd be cool.
I like watching cartoons with you.
Oh, that's it? That's all? Okay, fine.
Fine, we can watch. No, I don't know. I don't know. It depends on how bored I get here.
Yeah.
We might be able to watch that. But if I'm here and I'm just
That's
I got nothing to do,
it's on
and I
your
got
list.
a couple hours, it's going in. But tonight I'm going to watch Westworld.
But I started watching. What's that other one? Russian Doll, the second season.
Okay.
Did you watch? Have you watched any of it?
I got through like 2 episodes, three episodes, I believe,
Of
and
the
then
first
I was
season
just
or the second season?
Second season.
Okay.
My problem was that I shouldn't have watched any of the second season because I thought the first season was such a good, such a good story on its own that they shouldn't have fucked around. Although I did like the line in I think it was the first or second episode. Someone says, "So you're a time traveler?" She goes, "More like a time prisoner." And I really enjoyed that line.
Oh, and I thought it was kind of cool the direction that they took with the second season. It isn't necessarily reliving the same day every day.
No, it's getting
going back
forced
in time.
back in time
Which
to
I thought,
relive. She was going back in time in her mom's body. When she would go back in time, she would live and see events through her mom because she had a harsh opinion on her mom, and I think this kind of makes her feel a little more sympathy towards what her mom was going through and
Could
shit.
be. So I'm looking forward to finishing that one up. And then we also got to go to the theater this week, Cole. We went to the movies yesterday.
You said you were going to go see that Elvis movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. It depends on what you like. If you like biopics that are like cut and dry kind of, I would say a movie like Walk the Line.
All right.
Is a pretty straightforward biopic, I mean, I'm sure they embellish, of course, but this was done by Baz Luhrmann, the same guy that did Romeo and Juliet, the same guy that did Moulin Rouge, The Great Gatsby, so it's really super stylized.
Okay.
And I don't know if it would be one that you would dig just because of that aspect. Like they like threw all this weird comic book shit in it at some points. And it was just a really weird way that they told the story.
All right.
And I could see somebody that is used to a biopic picture, kind of like the Freddie Mercury movie and Elton John.
The more of these that they make, the less I enjoy them. I enjoyed Walk the Line.
Yeah.
And then I seen the Freddie Mercury one.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
And
Rhapsody.
And no, the way you said it the first time was right. That was correct. I'm like, it's the same movie. It's a lot of made up bullshit, or they're just throwing a lot of problems in there that never happened because it wasn't the actual story wasn't interesting enough.
Sure.
Like how no, you can't be in the band, and then he has to impress him, and then he is in the band. Shit never happened.
Sure.
Like, it's made up problems because it wasn't interesting enough. The actual story.
It could very well be. So this was I honestly don't know much about the Elvis story, but I really liked the flair that they put on it. It was fun. Right. I enjoyed the Vegas segments and his little explosion at the end of his run. And the only reason I saw this movie, I wasn't going to see it. All right, I didn't really care to see it, but then I saw that they portrayed Fat Elvis.
Okay.
And I'm like, I got to see this now.
Okay.
But it was only one goddamn scene.
Because you just really enjoy Fat Elvis?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Did they have, I want to know if they had this in there.
Sure.
Now, this is a true story.
Yeah.
And I've not seen the movie, no interest in seeing it. Did they have the part where Elvis gave Alex Cooper a loaded gun and told him to try to shoot him? And Alice Cooper was like, well, I don't want to do it because, I don't want to kill somebody. But also,
I'll be the guy.
If I do it, I'll be known for it. And so he raised the gun and Elvis karate kicked it out of his hand. Did they put that part in there?
No, they
That's an
didn't.
amazing story.
Yeah, it is. And I was thinking about that the whole time. The one thing that I didn't know much about was this Colonel guy, the guy that Tom Hanks portrayed.
A guy that kind of his manager,
and the guy that really kind of fucked him over in the end. But I watched a couple of interviews with this Colonel guy. He didn't have a fucking accent.
Oh, really?
Or no, he had a mostly American accent that I could detect. Maybe New York or something. Obviously, the guy was from Holland, or who knows where the guy was from. But the entire show, Tom Hanks talks like this, and it's like, what the fuck?
He's not good. He's not great at accents either.
And I don't know what it was about. I don't know why that was even a choice in the matter. But that was weird to me. But I don't know. Other than Tom Hanks, I thought. I like the story that was being told. It kind of reminded me a lot of The Wrestler.
Okay.
You know, like that was what Elvis was just doing it for. You know, he just was doing it for
just
the fans.
love of the game.
Well, yeah, the love of the game, and he didn't know what else to kind of do with his life, you know, because he had started so young.
Speaking of which, that movie, For Love of the Game, starring Kevin Costner, is on something I can't remember. Something that I have.
Is that a good movie?
Fucking awesome. Every movie that he's in about baseball is awesome. I would say.
Did you watch Draft Day?
Draft Day.
Yeah.
I don't believe I have seen that.
It's NFL. It's not baseball. It's football, and it's about the draft.
Okay. Well, I assumed that it would be about a draft. I just didn't know which one.
Yeah.
I assumed it was baseball.
It's World War II. No, Vietnam.
Vietnam. What did he do? He did the Bull Durham.
Oh, okay.
That was Kevin Costner.
Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams, and for love of the game, and it's. The entire movie is taking place during a baseball game, the last baseball game of the season. But as he's pitching, and he's pitching super well, he's having these flashbacks of the people he's pitching against who used to be on his team and their friends, or his girlfriend or ex-girlfriend is seeing this game on TV while she's at the airport. And she's having flashbacks to like problems he had in his career, and it's a story told through these different flashbacks.
That sounds kind of cool.
Different points of view of kind of how how things were happening, and it's a really, really good movie, and it's super underrated because it's like the third baseball movie he did after these two other amazing baseball movies. And what is it on? HBO Max or Hulu? It's definitely not on Netflix, but it's a super good movie.
I'm checking it out.
I look it up. I look it up about once every other month to see if it's on any of the streaming services that I have. Maybe it's on Peacock. But whatever it's on is, I'm watching that one soon. I think it's on Peacock, I believe. But I really enjoy that movie.
Nice. So, but before we went to the... I'm such a shit. Before we went to the movie yesterday, Deanne wanted to enjoy summer. She said, I want to do some summery things because we really haven't got to do a lot because of the car getting smashed by that asshole deer and blah blah blah. So she said, I want to do some outdoor stuff. I said, okay, let's do a beach day, or let's go to the river and hang out by the river or whatever. We go up to Hogue Island. Okay. There's a park up there, a little hike in, and you can sit on the beach. So we get there, and right away, Deanne is like, "Are you sure? Like, there's any? I mean, it was really overgrown. The path that you'd normally take. I'm like, it should be okay. So we go through, and it's like a jungle, man. Super thick brush, man.
Okay.
And we walk. Finally, we get to the edge. There's no beach.
Oh, no.
The river's so high right now.
Okay.
Like, shit. Fuck. And I'm like, okay, well, let's go back. And we started walking back through, and then Deanne tripped, and she got really pissed off at me. And I said, it's okay. When we get to this other side, it's a longer way, but when we get there, it's a much bigger area. I said, I'm sure there's got to be some beach there. So we walked. And this was even thicker. And there, I know what it's like to be in Vietnam now, Cole.
No, you don't.
I mean, I felt like I should turn on Running Through the Jungle by CCR.
Okay.
And I stepped on an ant hill, and they all were crawling on me, crawling on my balls. I'm like, fuck. And Deanna was like, are you sure, Taylor? Are you sure there's a beach? I'm like, Deanna, there's got to be. It was probably like 200 yards in, you know? It's not a very far walk, but just because of how fucking overgrown it was, it really sucked. And she's hauling a backpack with her lunch, and I've got dragging this fucking cooler behind me, and we get there, and it's just 2 dunes. Not even close to the water. It's like, what the fuck, man? No beach. It was all washed away.
I told you what had happened was that this winter the river wasn't high enough. So the ice didn't scrape like the when the ice started breaking up.
Yeah.
And it starts like flowing down the river, what it does is it scrapes the tops of the sandbars off, all the growing little trees or grasses and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And so because the water was so low during the winter, that never happened. So a lot of beach that was there last year isn't there this year. Now the water is higher now, but that's because the water was high up in, there was a lot of snow and all
Rain,
that shit up in Montana, and that water is just getting here now. So there's,
sucked, dude.
That was not a good decision on your part.
So she was.
I'm guessing your wife wasn't happy.
Oh, she was pissed. She's like, fortunately, she didn't just 86 the whole thing, and she said she didn't say fuck it. You know, she's like, oops. She's like, let's try McDowell Dam.
Okay.
I said, okay. So shot a text to Elijah, and we got out there, and McDowell Dam was nice. It was nice enough, you know. It's not. I prefer the river.
Oh yeah, of course.
You know, but the water was kind of icky.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't terrible, but it's definitely like.
It wasn't the trip that you envisioned.
I kind of want to give Elijah a call to make sure he didn't get one of those brain-eating amoebas.
Why?
Because he jumped in the water.
Oh.
To cool off. But I don't know.
Is it pretty dirty out there?
It's not dirty. The water is
mossy or what?
Kind of rusty, kind of a browny, rusty color.
All right.
You know, I mean, it's not ideal. If you got to cool off, you got to cool off. So Elijah ended up renting a paddle boat for both of us. You know, so we got on a paddle boat. He got on a paddle boat. That was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Because they got out at McDowell Dam, they got the big ones.
Yeah.
Okay. Like you could sit comfortably 4 people on there, and because all of my paddle boat experiences have been just those shit ones.
Paddle boat or pedal boat?
I think it's paddle boat, but maybe it is pedal boat.
I don't know.
I mean, you use pedals.
I don't enjoy them, but I see the appeal for people who might.
Sure. So we hopped on. We did that. We kind of putted around the lake a little bit. It was pretty cool.
Nice.
That part of it was pretty fun.
You know the reason I don't enjoy it?
What's that?
Because of the other person who's pedaling along with you.
Yeah.
Because you have to work together to get it to turn and such.
Mm-hmm.
And I can do that in a canoe. I don't. The person in the back is the person steering in the canoe.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But in the pedal boat, you like the turning and it's a pain in the ass. I don't enjoy it. And
I mean,
that's why I would prefer a kayak or a canoe.
Yeah,
or
the
something.
maneuverability is not as nice because you got it like takes forever to like turn around.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I totally understand.
Yep.
It's much more effective to use the oar.
Oh,
but,
for sure.
Yeah, but we had a good time anyway. We made the most of it. And Deanne said, "I don't want to do summer things anymore. I'm good."
You broke her?
I broke her spirit.
Oh, man, you're a jerk. So it hailed like a motherfucker this week.
Yeah, busted my car up good.
I got some things in mine. It was all good.
Where were you at? Where was your car parked?
In multiple places. So it was all good. I had to be at work by 5, and 4 o'clock, everything's fine. I could hear like thunder off in the distance and stuff, but whatever. At 4:30, I'm just about to leave the house, and it just starts coming down bad. And I'm like, oh, I could make it to my car and not get that wet, but it's going to be so much worse when I get out of my car at work. So I go inside for like 4 seconds, find this umbrella, purple old lady's umbrella because I don't pay for shit. If I can get it for free because some dork left their shit at my job and it sits in the lost and found for a month or two,
it's mine now.
It's mine now, you know? So I found some old lady purple umbrella and I was like, well, I might need this someday. So I grabbed it and it's at my place now. So I was going to leave and I was like, no, I'm going to get that umbrella. So I grab it and I'm so happy I did because by the time I got to my car, from my front door to my car, that's when it started hailing, you know? And I'm driving, and I'm a sick fuck. Like I was laughing so hard at the pedestrians, and the hail is coming down. I'm in this car, protected, but I am laughing my ass off at these people just getting decked, right? Then I see this guy that I work with walking, and I started laughing even harder.
Oh, you didn't stop and say, hey, hop in?
He was walking the opposite direction.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, fuck him then, I guess.
So I hear one. The biggest dent that in my car is in the very top. And I know exactly when that one hit. It was like just thunderously loud when that hit. And I was like, oh, that one's going to leave a mark, you know? So I get out and pull out the umbrella, start walking, and my boss is like laughing at the umbrella. He's like, ha, 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 nice umbrella. Looks like an old lady's umbrella. I was like, it is, because I took it from the lost and found here when some old lady left it. You know what? It's like, oh, that's how I get my sunglasses too. That's why I have old lady sunglasses as well.
That's totally cool, man. Yep. So I would submit that to insurance though. File a claim for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you're not going to get it fixed, just collect the check. You may as well.
Yeah.
I was talking to a guy at work, and he said that his car got banged up really good. Or I shouldn't say it got. Well, okay, it got banged up. Okay, and the insurance. He's like, I'm not going to get it fixed. I'm like, well, you better get it fixed because he's still making payments on the car. Mm-hmm. Like, you should get that fixed because if you don't and it hails again, you know, they're going to see that you didn't go through with the claim. So you better just do it just to be on the safe side. He's like, oh, that's a good point. I'm like, yeah, it is. But his was like I think it was $2,500 to $3,200.
Oh, wow.
And he said he could hardly even tell that he said there was a few visible dents, but he said it wasn't that bad. And I've noticed that on my car too. So I'm going to take that money and run.
There you go.
So I would do the same, Cole. If you got a couple of nice dents on it, just call up insurance. They'll tell you where to go. Boom.
Tell me to go to hell.
They will not.
Okay, dang insurance companies. I think I got to pay that. No, I got to get new tabs by the end of the month. I already sent the check in for that, so I'm good. Yeah. Actually, the other day I was talking about those sunglasses.
Yeah.
So I was at my mom's house for supper, and as I was leaving, I picked the sunglasses up, and Shay goes, "What are you stealing, Mom's sunglasses?" And I just started laughing. I go, "No, these are mine." Like, just took them from the lost and found.
Maybe they're. You should ask your mom if they are hers.
Yeah.
Mom, are you missing some sunglasses?
Yeah.
That's funny.
What else do we got? Oh, I made a pasta salad and I got a lot of leftovers. I'm gonna have to have you try some a little later.
Taste it. Yeah. Oh wait, we didn't do our pizza review last week. Remember that, Cole?
So Taylor talked about doing a pizza review that we never did because we ate the pizza after the podcast. It was the Great Value brand from Walmart of pizza. It was like a pepperoni pizza, and it said it was a wood-fired pizza. And everything about that is bullshit because it wasn't. There was no wood-fired.
No.
Right? Those whatever that wasn't pepperonis. That meat. And it wasn't fucking pizza. It was fucking cheese on cardboard is what it was.
Kind of was, yeah.
That was
Not
about
good.
The worst fucking frozen pizza I've ever eaten.
Oh, come on. It was fine. It wasn't great. It wasn't.
Dude,
it was
you did it on your pizzazz.
Uh-huh.
And normally your pizzazz makes everything good.
This did not.
It didn't even make this. I had school lunch pizzas when I was a kid that were better than this.
I would say it's probably around. I would equate it to that roughly.
It was awful.
Terrible.
Yeah, I did not enjoy that. What else do we got? You know how to, you want to know how to drive somebody crazy?
No.
Okay, just smile at them. Like, I got this little kid working for me, and he is a little shit talker, right? He's not very good at it yet because he's only like 15 years old.
Okay.
But he's really trying, and sometimes he does get a really good zinger in. It was he was talking to this guy from Mexico the other day, and he goes, "Hey, Ramiro." And Ramiro goes, "What? Ligma." And Ramiro goes, "Ligma? Ligma what?" He goes, "Ligma nuts." I was like, "You're a legend, kid, right? Good job, buddy." But so every time he came around the corner the other day, I'd just start smiling. And then, like, after a while, he'd start getting, like, it started making him, it started pecking away at his confidence or something, right? So he, like, started, like, brushing stuff off of his face, and he'd be like, "What?" And then he'd start messing with this. What? Why are you smiling, right? Then he'd walk off, and then he'd come around. Then I started adding little chuckles in. So, like, he'd come around, and I'd start giggling a little bit. And I did this to him for about half an hour. And he was losing his mind, wondering what I did to him. "What did you do to me? Why are you laughing? Why are you smiling?" Finally, one of the ladies I work with tells him what's going on. She's like, "You're such a jerk." The meanest thing I did to somebody all week, other than laugh at them for getting hailed on, was smile at somebody.
But your smile did not have good intentions.
No, it didn't.
That's the thing.
It was fun.
That is funny.
Yeah. You want to take a break so you can try some of that pasta salad?
Let's try it.
All right, Taylor. So you've tried the pasta salad now.
Calamari olives. Big fan. I'm liking them. I'm liking olives more and more.
Okay.
As I get older.
So what I made was a pasta salad with rotini noodles,
broccoli.
I can't remember exactly what they call the tomatoes, but it's a mixed batch of tomatoes. Like there's cherry tomatoes, then there's some yellow tomatoes and orange tomatoes.
But they're all the small ones, little guys.
All the small ones. They cut those in half, and then I got Kalamata olives. They were the purple olives rather than the black or the green olives.
This was vegetarian, wasn't it, Cole?
It was not vegan because there was the mozzarella pearls.
Yeah,
but definitely vegetarian. And then you drizzle Italian dressing all over it. Now, Taylor says his mom makes the same dish.
Yeah, she does.
Whose is better?
I don't like black olives, but I think, like you said, it really adds to it.
The Kalamata olives.
The Kalamata, like it gets the juice on everything and kind of just flavors it really nice.
Yeah. I fancied my shit up a little bit.
It's really good.
I didn't put the pepperonis in there, like I said. I didn't slice up no pepperonis.
I mean, they would have been fine in there, but I think they were fine. They're way fine without it.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah.
Really good. Nice job.
Made a huge batch of that because it was my grandma's 83rd birthday yesterday. And my mom always says, "You always make too much food." I was like, "I'm going to make too much food again. But I'm not bringing a whole bunch over because I'm going to eat this for the rest of this week.
Lunch, and dinner."
And I have been. Yeah.
Nice.
So you have been chomping at the bit to talk about the North Dakota State Fair. And one thing in particular about the North Dakota State Fair.
So there was a riot. It wasn't a riot. It was a North Dakota riot. They threw some beer and one guy climbed up on stage. All because Kid Rock didn't play.
Wait. First of all, I'm not a fan of Kid Rock, but I'm going to talk shit on us as a state.
Sure.
Okay. As I said, not a fan of Kid Rock, but when Kid Rock fans from North Dakota don't get what they want, they throw that North Dakota nice bullshit out the window real quick, don't they?
They really do.
Yeah, that fucking whole model. Be nice. Don't just be nice. Be North Dakota nice. Yeah, fuck that. That went right out the window.
You know what? It must have been a bunch of Minnesotans and Antifa that were up there.
Bullshit.
No, it was so awesome because Kid Rock is this dickhead that's come out with this new song recently, like ain't nobody gonna tell me how to live unless of course it's the meteorologist. Then we'll listen
my
to
thing
those guys.
My thing is too. He had this whole thing where he's an American badass. Oh, unless the weather isn't cooperating, then I'm gonna be a little bitch.
No, but this is where it gets really fucking interesting, okay? And this is where I think if I was a fan of this person, if I was somebody that purported to like this music and I was a fan of this individual and what he stands for and what he does, I would be really fucking pissed off. Because what ended up happening was there was a storm. There was some bad weather and some high winds that came through, okay? Mm-hmm. The opening band played, okay? And I've gone to enough shows and I've been behind the scenes at shows enough to kind of know what the fuck. I have a pretty good idea what the fuck happened. Okay, so the high winds pick up and there's some tornado warnings and there's lightning and they're like, okay, we need to postpone the show. We need to pull the show back. When Kid Rock, I'm 99% sure this is what happened. When Kid Rock got the green light, he's like, okay, we're good. Winds have died down. There's not inclement weather in the area. You're good to play. Kid Rock said, I'm done. Fuck this. I'm out of here. It's too late for me to start playing now. And fucked off. That's exactly what
it's too late, and I got to be in this other place tomorrow for a different concert or something like that.
Fuck him. Those because there's no way the state fair. There's no way that venue is going to say we're just going to refund the tickets. Fuck that. They don't want to refund the tickets. You know?
And from what I've been hearing is that the other shows that were going on still went on.
Yeah, the opener played. The rides were still going on.
The midway or whatever, and then the side stage they were still playing at the side stage.
Of course they were. Kid Rock didn't want to fucking play. And if I was a fan of that guy, I definitely wouldn't be anymore after that's done. I mean, that's a dickhead move to do to your fans. And then, of course, there was a bunch of finger pointing, like, oh, it was this person. And then they're like, no, it's this person. No, that's exactly what fucking happened. Use your fucking heads. Like, it was too late for him to play. He didn't want to go too late. And he said, fuck you guys. And that's what's funny, is he definitely did what his type of people do, is it's fuck you, I've got mine. He got his guarantee. He got his guarantee.
It's show money.
Well,
I show up.
Right. I show up. I get
paid.
I get half the money, and then when the show's over, I get the other half. That's what happens in these circumstances. Okay, you get the upfront money. He already got his upfront money. He's like, fuck it, I'm not playing. He left. He's a piece of shit, dude. Fuck Kid Rock. Fuck him for a lot of things, but especially fuck him for this. What a cunt. Kid Rock is a cunt. I want that to be the title of this episode.
No, that's not going to be the title of this episode.
Yes, it is.
We can't. Every time I put the word "fuck" in the title, they remove the.
I bet you if
the
you
word.
I bet you if you go C.U.N.
I could do C asterisk NT, but I don't want to. It's a dumb title.
Because people are going to think you said can't. Kid Rock is a cant. And he is. He is a cant. He is a cant. He's a cunt. He's a cont. He's a coont. He is all those things. He's a twat. Definitely. Fuck Kid Rock. Thank you, Cole, for letting me vent my... But again, like, I'm not...
I'm just like... Just the thing when they threw all the beer cans at the... I wasn't looking at the stage. I was looking at the little teenager volunteers on the side that were getting pegged with the beer. It's like, okay, I know I'm a dick who likes to see people get hit by hail, but that's nature. All right? But
I mean, think about this.
There's no one to blame for that. That's nature. This is people throwing shit, and there's all these innocent people that had nothing to do with this just getting fucking hurt out of nowhere.
Well, okay, here's my thought too, is I think of Kid Rock fans, and
you can't lump a whole group of people together.
No. I just think of I can, and I will. I think of Kid Rock fans, and you're fueling these guys with beer, right? You're getting them amped, and they're super fucking drunk. They're super excited to see this shitty guy, and then he doesn't show up. I mean, what did you think was going to happen? Maybe pump the brakes on the beer sales a little bit until you know what's going on. You know what I mean? That could have been done. That, I think, could have been done. Like, hey, we're going to pause beer sales until we know what's going on.
That would have been... It's North Dakota. That would have been a whole different riot, dude.
Yeah, that would have been another riot. I guess you're right. They would have killed people for that. Okay. Well, it makes sense. Yeah, you're fucked either way.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought...
Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Let me just...
Well, and I just look at all this bullshit about how we have these fucking billboards on the side of the side of the highway. Like, be nice, be polite.
Yeah, we don't. Fuck that. We hate that.
Yeah, we kind of portray this image, but I don't think it's.
We
will turn on you on a fucking dime. Look what we did to the Native Americans. Okay, so a few years back, we had that Nazi moved into in the town of Leith, right?
Yeah. That guy sucked.
And he moves into the town of Leith, and we're all behind all the Native Americans. Get this fucking guy out of there, because it's right off the reservation, and they're all protesting outside of his house and stuff, and we're all right behind him, right?
But to be fair, it wasn't that he was just a Nazi. Like he wanted to bring more Nazis here.
Yeah,
like, that was his whole
But people
thing.
were coming from across the street to help, or across the state to help this
Exactly.
help out
that guy.
help the tribe, right?
Oh yeah.
And then a year and a half, and it's all like, oh, good for the Native Americans, good for the natives, right?
Yeah.
And then a year and a half later, they protest the Keystone Pipeline, and it's like, it's not good for the Native Americans, it's like fucking Indians. And we turned on, not we, but the state in general turned on them like so fast, and it was so ugly.
It was bad. It was not good.
No,
it was not good.
Yeah, that whole North Dakota nice myth, it's all it is. It's a myth, and it's a bunch of bullshit.
I will say this. I did get into it a little bit with a guy on social media.
Oh, Jesus, Taylor.
You'll appreciate this. He said, all I posted was, because of the inclement weather, I said, God hates Kid Rock. And so this guy responded, oh, really? You know God? And I said, I have a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. He comes inside me every night. And he didn't respond. I really was hoping for a response on that one. But maybe he thought his life choice is like, oh, wow. Maybe he really does have a personal relationship with Jesus.
All right.
But
okay, let's go wildly off topic here.
Netflix.
Sure.
So what are you guys going to do?
What about
Actually,
it? I don't even know what we're really talking about.
Oh, okay. So Netflix said they're cracking down on password sharing.
Okay.
But I think you'll be okay because you guys are in the same...
We're technically in the same household. We're in the same building.
So, I mean, your IP addresses are the same, so I don't think that would fuck with anything.
Yeah, but who else is on it? We have two other people that do not live here that are on that.
So
those two people might get a little screwed there.
Kick rocks.
Yeah. But
but I thought that was interesting.
I don't think it will affect Gabriel that much because he's living... Gabe, our youngest brother, because he's living in a house with other people. I'm sure they already have Netflix or they have something to watch, you know?
Yeah.
But the other guy, I don't know him. He works for my brother. My brother was like, he's a really hard worker, could use a hand with some stuff. So let's just give him the Netflix password. I'm like, yeah, whatever. That's cool.
But you know what you should do?
No.
Just put the child locks on him.
Actually, it is more for his kids.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't even know that the guy really watches it that much. I think he just kind of lets his kids watch it.
Nice guy.
So, yeah, why?
Go.
So they're stepping down. What else? Are they doing anything else?
That's all I've heard so far. I just know there's a lot of people that I know that are in my friend group and whatnot share passwords like crazy. Like my dad's one of them. He has like a password from each of his kids. I think he's got Disney Plus for my sister. I
got Disney Plus from you.
Yeah, you do.
My ex-girlfriend's kid has HBO Max from me.
Right. Yeah. So I'm guessing there's going to be a crackdown on that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Down the road, and it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
You got to like one IP. I don't know how they're going to do it, but I mean, they really should have thought that through. They should just come back with the DVDs. And speaking of DVDs, I heard Targets are pulling all of their physical media.
Makes sense.
It absolutely makes sense. I was talking to some guy, and he was freaking out about it. He's like, it's Fahrenheit 9/11. All right, Fahrenheit 451 or whatever.
Yeah, 451.
That's the one. Yeah, sorry, I was listening to a podcast about 9/11 today, and I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, they're taking away the media, man, the physical. I was thinking about this. And I'm like, who the fuck wants DVDs on their shelves?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Honestly,
how many times do you watch these movies?
Honestly, I appreciate books like as a physical form of media.
I do too.
I think books are superior to the Kindle, but how much room is that taking up in their stores that with other products they could be selling? How much room, and they're not moving DVDs or CDs.
No,
they're not moving that shit.
It's funny because it's sort of ironic because physical music has gotten. I was talking to a guy, one of the vendors at one of these stores here, and he was saying they are outselling CDs, or they're outselling records are out.
Oh, vinyl.
Vinyl records are outselling CDs 3-1 right now. He's like, and it's cheaper. It's cheaper on CD. But people still want that. They want the record. They want the vinyl record. I'm like, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
it's cool.
It kind of is.
It's cool, but it's like, wow, that's wild to me.
Did I tell you about Alex's record player?
I don't think so.
Oh my goodness, I didn't tell you about this. Okay, so
Shay's buddy Alex.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a couple weeks ago, like 3 weeks ago. I was too busy telling you about the Bud Light, the Coors Light slime.
Oh, okay.
And so a few weeks ago, it was the same night when I bought Shay that Coors Light, and he kind of told me about how it hasn't been tasting very good. So Alex had been playing music, and I wasn't thinking about it or anything.
This was here or at his place?
This was at his place.
Okay.
I wasn't really thinking about it or anything. Well, it starts pouring, like just rain, just like buckets, and all of a sudden, like, and we're in his garage, just kind of watching it, All of a sudden, like, light bulb moment, and he's like, "Oh shit, my record player and all my records are outside. Not all of his records, but a bunch of his records were outside." So he runs out there, grabs the records, all the art. He was able to save the vinyl, but the art from the records is all ruined.
Damn it!
And
wait, he's playing this. He was playing it outside. Okay.
It's like a portable record player that can hook up to JBL speakers.
Yeah, I've got one of those.
Yeah, and so he brings the record player in and holds it over the sink, and water just comes pouring out of it like it's a water pitcher.
Damn it.
And oh man, I felt so bad for the guy, but it's like, what do you do other than just leave him alone? Because, what are you going to say to make him feel better? Everything you say is going to piss him off, So
should have got a poncho for that thing.
Yeah.
Well, okay, this is what. Okay, I'm not going to say anything, but
why?
If it was a Bluetooth situation, why didn't he just leave the record player inside?
I don't know.
That's what I would have done. I mean, if that's how you wanted to listen to music.
Yeah, I have no idea. But maybe so that he could change the record easier.
I
don't
feel
know
bad
why.
for the guy.
Oh yeah,
that sucks.
Yeah, it really sucks.
I mean, that's like half of the record right there, or almost all. I think that's almost 3/4 of it is having the big picture. Mm-hmm. Poor guy.
Yeah,
that sucks. I should bring him a record as condolences. I'll bring him a.
I think he's gonna just keep the records, throw away the outside, and then buy them a second time. So he's got 2 copies of the record in case something happens to the first one.
There you go. Fuck.
Do you still have Netflix?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
check out The Gray Man. It's got
Gray Man.
It's got Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans.
Right. That's
and Billy Bob Thornton.
Chris Evans. Okay, I like all those guys.
It's super good.
Movie or series?
It's a movie directed by the Russo brothers.
Okay.
They did the paintball episodes of Community.
Yeah.
Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
Cool.
A bunch of Marvel stuff, and this movie is awesome. and
would you have paid if you would have known what you know now?
Probably
to see it in the theater.
It's possible.
Really?
I don't
Cool.
like going to the theater though.
But okay, so I guess I kind of want to go back to the physical media thing, because that's my question. Is I remember Jerry Seinfeld. There's a quote where George was mad about a book that he needed to get some books back from his ex-girlfriend. They had just broken up. He's like, I got to get those books back. And he's like, have you read them? He's like, yeah. He's like, well, what do you need them for then? You know, and that's kind of how I feel about movies. You know, how often are you really going to rewatch something? You know, what I mean?
Only the things that I buy as far as DVDs, for a long time before streaming was a huge thing. There was I would go to Walmart when I was broke and just buy a $5 movie.
Sure.
That would be my form of it. I already had all this whole setup. Wasn't really able to, go out and spend a whole lot of money on stuff. So I'd get a $5 movie. So a lot of those I wouldn't really watch again. A lot of them I would, though.
Sure.
But there are certain movies that you want to watch again, but the way streaming services are set up, you might not be able to watch it for, you might be in the mood to watch it, and you might not be able to watch it for a long time. So like a movie like Blazing Saddles, I definitely want to watch that again. I definitely have that movie.
Yeah. I guess I could see that, but I don't know. I cannot remember the last time that I popped in. Oh, fuck. You're going to like this. Speaking of, again, this is a great physical media conversation. So this weekend, Cole, if you're available on Saturday, maybe you will be, maybe you won't. We're thinking about doing an outdoor screening on Laserdisc of the 1997 blockbuster Demolition Man.
Okay.
And our friend Emily, she's a British gal. She's a shit talker.
Okay.
And let me tell you, I don't want to show you the text because you're just gonna it's just gonna reinforce her shitty attitude. But it's pretty great. It's pretty great. She puts me in my place.
I'm gonna put you in your place in just a little bit here.
Okay, but it's fucking hilarious. So this is how the texting thing goes today. I tell them we're thinking about watching a movie on Laserdisc just for funsies, and she texts me and she says, "Well, what movie were you thinking?" So what I did is I said, "Hey Siri, what year did Demolition Man come out?" And this is what Siri gave me right here.
October 1st, 1997.
Yep. Okay, October 1st, 1997. So I say we're leaning towards the 1997 classic Demolition Man starring Sylvester Stallone, Wesley Snipes, and the always lovely Sandra Bullock. And this fucking girl, look what she responds back to me with.
Do you mean 1993 #fake fan?
Apparently, Demolition Man came out in 93. I just went by what Siri said. I'm like, God damn it. Roasted me, man.
Good.
That's all she's doing is just roasting me.
So, here is the thing, though.
Yeah.
I feel like you deserve it.
Probably.
Yeah, especially coming from her. Because
what did I do to her?
Every time I'm with you and you have too much to drink. Well, the only 2 times I've met her.
I've had too much to drink.
The only 2 times I've met her.
Okay.
You've had too much to drink both times.
Yeah.
And she's from England, and you keep correcting the way she's speaking. She speaks English. You do not speak English. You speak the American version of English. She knows what the fuck she's doing.
I don't think she does.
Yeah.
I don't think she does. But anyway, so it was kind of funny.
I think she's fucking with you because you keep fucking with her.
Oh, definitely. I love how but you'll like this. So she was studying my screenshot, okay? And she responds to me a little later in the day. She says, "I love that your fitness app is right above your Papa John's app." And I'm like, fucking bitch. God damn it. I'm like, great. So then I respond. Like I can't. I've been trying to just like jab her, but like she. So I responded with, Papa John says he's eaten 40 pizzas in 30 days. An article from the Men's Health magazine. And she goes, the owner of Papa John lies about eating Papa John's more than once per day to promote his pizza company. I'm like, you know what? How dare you? First of all, Papa John is not part of Papa John's anymore.
Okay, you and I we were at your house the other day, and you're like, Cole, you hungry? I'm like, I could eat. I am hungry. And you go, good, Deanne ordered pizza. Bad news, it's from Papa John's.
Or was that good news?
I hadn't had Papa John's in years. So much worse than I remembered. What did we get from there? What did we get? We got a pizza, a sausage pizza.
Yeah.
And that was pretty bad.
It wasn't great.
And we got 2 sides. Now, one of the sides, I will tell you, was good. It was those chicken wings, right?
Oh, you like the wings?
They were... I didn't say they were great. It was much better than the Domino's slime wings, you know?
Sure.
Those... I don't know what is wrong with the Domino's wings. There's something so wrong with them. But it was better than Domino's wings, right?
Yeah.
Those little jalapeno popper types of things, though, those were garbage.
I ordered them thinking they would be the pepperoncinis inside of there. I saw the green and I thought pepperoncinis. You know what I think about pepperoncinis, Cole?
You think too highly of them.
I still might.
You know, I gotta try that next time I make that salad.
Pepperoncinis?
Throw a little bit of pepperoncinis in there.
You should get the hot ones.
No, because I always make it for a family
That's
thing.
what I'm saying. You do 2. You do 1 for yourself with them extra spices.
I could do that though. I'll bet that'd be good.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
That would elevate it.
Out.
Cool. All right. I think we're tapped out, Cole.
Are we?
Yeah.
All right. Well, then for Comic Can Coozie, I'm Cole.
And I'm Taylor.